Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to make a cauliflower crust pizza. Yeah, I've kind of heard of this idea of making a pizza crust out of cauliflower, but I've never had one, I've never seen one on sale. However, last weekend I was doing a live stream and Alice B asked me if I'd have a go at doing one, and I was intrigued. Also, Peter S is curious to know how it might be done. So am I. As I say, never done it before, so it could be a complete disaster. Nevertheless, if you like this video, give it a like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get notifications. And yeah, let's get on with it. So before I get cracking on the cauliflower, I need to make a tomato sauce, or a pizza sauce. Obviously you can buy this in jars, but I always find them way too sweet. You need a small onion, a couple of cloves of garlic, a bunch of basil, and some, 400 gram can of tomatoes, and a generous squirt of tomato puree, tomato paste. And also you want some olive oil and some salt and freshly ground black pepper to season it. So peel your onion and chop him finely. Then you want to chop your ends off your garlic. Ooh, this is a bit nasty, not fat and juicy. We need to start growing our own garlic, actually. Okay, that'll do. And then we'll chop the basil as well. And it's easier and quicker if you roll it up. That'll do. Right, let's cook. So you want a generous glug of olive oil in a big frying pan, well, you know, a frying pan, on kind of medium heat, and when that's warm, pop your onions in, stir them around, just let them soften for about 5 minutes. You don't want to brown them. Then pop the garlic in, cook that for about a minute. And now we'll add the can of tomatoes and the tomato puree. And let all that cook for about another 5 minutes. So after that's been cooking for about 5 minutes, we can add the basil and some black pepper. And give it a stir, give it a taste, and add salt if you think it needs it. Actually, what that needs is about 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda to take out the bitterness of the tomatoes, or the acidity. Now it needs salt. And there it is. If you want a super smooth sauce, you can whack it with a stick blender or put it through a food processor or whatever, but I think that'll be fine. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge to chill before I make the pizza crust. Okay, ingredients for the pizza crust. I've got 1 whole head of cauliflower, half a ball of mozzarella grated, so that's about 60 grams, 1 egg, half teaspoon of oregano, half teaspoon of dried basil, and a teaspoon of salt. So we need to break the cauliflower down into florets, get rid of all the outer leaves, and these are going in the compost. They could go in stock. You could eat them. I have one commenter who, you know, anytime I say I'm putting that in the compost, he says that's the best bit. But I keep asking him to send me his address, and I'll send him those if he wants. But he hasn't done it yet. But we do get brilliant compost, so yeah, it needs feeding. Okay, now we need to rice the cauliflower florets, as in turn them into sort of granules that are about the size of grains of rice. So I'm going to try and do it in the blender. Never done this before, so wish me luck. I have actually seen cauliflower rice on sale in Tesco's, but yeah. I think I need a newer blender, one that's got a cauliflower ricing setting. Or maybe I'll go to Tesco and get some ready-made. Flipping heck. Okay, this is, I think, kind of what we want, so I'll do the rest of them. Right, that's a fairly decent crop of cauliflower rice, or riced cauliflower. Now what we need to do is whack it in the microwave for 4 minutes. When it comes out of the microwave, let it cool down for a few minutes. Now you want to get your oven preheating to 220 degrees Celsius for a fan oven, 240 for a conventional one, gas mark 9 or max, you know, very, very hot, in other words. Okay, we need to squeeze as much liquid out of this cauliflower rice as we can. So I've got a bit of cheesecloth. You could use a clean tea towel or something. Squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze until there is no more water coming out. Goodness, there's a lot. And it's still hot. So I just cleaned out the bowl, and there's my my cauliflower pizza dough. We just mix all the other things in. The egg, salt and herbs, and the grated mozzarella. I think I might have actually been better off getting pre-grated stuff from the shop, but just give that a good mix so it's all combined. Now I've got a pizza tray and some greaseproof paper to line it with. So just spread out your cauliflower dough. Might not manage to get it right at the edge, but we'll try. So this goes in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Now I prep our toppings, so anything you want at all, really. So I'm doing a sort of, I don't know, well, peppers, mushrooms, red onion and tomato, mozzarella, of course, and tomato sauce, of course. Oh, and nearly forgot. Should be a poll up there. Tell me what you think about that. Sharp. Right, let's have a look. Wow. That actually looks a bit like a pizza base. Okay, let's throw everything on top. Keep your oven on, because we're not done yet. And just arrange your toppings artistically. Or not, you know, just throw them on. Yay. Oh, I should have put the mushrooms underneath, I think. Anyway, I didn't. Right, look at that. Yay. So I've drizzled some oil on it, and yeah, well, a bit more on these mushrooms because they'll burn. And then your cheese. And there's not enough there. Fortunately, I've got another pack back in a minute. And a good grating of black pepper, or grinding. And I might have overloaded that. Anyway, back in the oven for 10 minutes. Okay, beep 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 beep. Wowee. Pretty oily around the edges. And yeah. Anyway, we'll let that cool down and see what we've actually got. Let's have a look then. Well, I've not deliberately, but all the paper around the edge is off, which means that all the paper underneath is still on. So I think I made the crust a bit too thin. Because they cheat. Alright, we've still got paper underneath. Okay, it's taste test time with Mrs. KeefCooks. Hello. You're knackered, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. I feel a bit like that coriander. Is that in shot?
No.
Go on, hold up the coriander. That's me. However,
I have watered. Oh, it needs washing again.
Yeah, I've been into a nice shop and I found myself a bottle of wine with a llama on it.
Laughing Llama. You couldn't sell that in Spain. Laughing, what's your name?
Llama brillante. Anyway, would you like to just sample the llama?
Oh yeah, please.
Okay, just checking.
Never had wine made out of llama, and never had cauliflower made out of pizza. You know.
So, oh yes, your health.
Ka-ching.
Oh yeah. That's a Sauvignon. Right. Oh right, yeah, so it's not... Oh.
Yeah.
So, the first thing is, it looks like pizza, but it doesn't lift like pizza.
I'm scared to try it. I've actually put some more cheese on it and just reheated it in the microwave.
That is, that is yummy.
Oh,
That's alright. Take my word for it.
Result!
Hey, this is really nice.
Oh, you're on.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, you know when you're tired and you just can't be bothered using a knife and fork on a counter? Too much coordination. Yeah. This will work a treat.
Alright, okay.
It's done good. It's not the texture of pastry. However, it does the job. Oh yeah. Not pastry.
Piece dough. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like this.
Told you would.
Oh, look at that. Proper.
Okay, yeah. So, if you like pizza but you can't tolerate bread.
Oh yeah. Yeah, one of my colleagues at work, she's an absolutely fantastic baker. Yeah, she was pretty devastated to be told she was gluten intolerant when she loves to bake, you know, and eat it. So, good to know you can have something like this.
Right, yeah. So, anyway. Well.
Oh, do I have to stop eating and talk to people?
No, I'll just say, that was an experiment. If I did that again, I would make the base thicker and I would use a silicone mat because this half got greaseproof paper glued onto it.
I was thinking, like with pizza, you can sort of take some to work the next day. have it at break time, but
You can do that.
Yeah.
Carefully.
carefully. That's the thing, carefully. Anyway, oh, I feel so much better than I did when I walked in. That is really good. Take my word for it.
Yeah. What is it? Cauliflower crust pizza. Interesting.
I never thought I'd see the day you'd be eating this. I'm waving.
Okay. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
That is really good, isn't it?